Welcome to Perry Bar Stadium, home of the Brummies. Today's meeting sees the Brummies versus the Sheffield Tigers in a Premier League match. 3 days ago we went to Sheffield and we won by 4 points. Unfortunately the meeting was marred by an horrendous crash involving our Canadian Carl Gault, who we understand has got a broken jaw, and I don't know how long he's going to be out. It's as simple as that. We're looking for a close meeting tonight. They've got Mark Lemon in as a guest for Andre Crompton, who was also involved in the crash, and also they've got Ben Powell as a guest at reserve. They're using rider replacement for Ricky Ashworth, and I think they're going through a bit of a time like we had earlier in the year when we got lots of riders out. Hopefully we're going to get a good meeting tonight. It's going to be close, and let's go and see who we can interview. Let's go and find out. Okay, we'll have a word with Ben Powell, ex-Brummie, now Scunthorpe rider, guesting tonight for Sheffield. How's your season going, mate?
Yeah, it's picked up a lot since we moved to Scunthorpe halfway through the season. We've starting to put some points back on average, and we're getting the track set up there. So that took a couple of meetings, but going good. We scored 11 points there on Friday and 11 on Thursday at Sheffield. So it seems to be going good, pretty consistent.
So you're doing well then.
Yeah.
Getting a few pounds.
Well,
in the bank.
We're spending a lot of pounds. We've just bought a new JHR yesterday, so we'll be using that tomorrow night, and just been scoring extra points. So we've been able to invest heavily in equipment this season, and which is going to be helpful for us next season when we take on some more European commitments as well.
Yeah. Well, you had 6 and 1 from 4 last time you were here in April.
Yeah, 6 plus 1. I remembered it as 7, but I don't know. But yeah, we had a good meeting, 4 rides, 7 points. So we'll be looking for the same. No doubt we'll have a few more rides than that tonight because we're running rider replacement. But we got the spare tyres, so we're ready, and we'll be aiming for around 10. We'll be happy with that. So.
Yeah. And obviously, you know your way around here.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only been here once this year, but yeah, there's plenty of practice last year, and we got an outside gate to start off with, which is going to be a bit tricky, but I know a few moves to pass around here, so we'll see what happens. Okay, well, thanks for talking to us, and we might talk to you later. Yeah, thanks for your time, and hopefully we'll have a good night, and we'll be able to see you later. Okay, thanks a lot. Cheers, mate. Okay, we now have a word with James. Not a bad night on Thursday for you?
No, it was good. It was needed to have a good meeting, you know, and it's been going good in the Conference League, and just needed to get me reactions back for the Premier League. You know, it's been out of it most of the season now, and yeah, it was good to go back to Sheffield and score points. But I do like it there. It's nice, fast, and big. So just got to get used to Perry Bar now. Yeah, it's a bit different to this one. You had a couple of meetings which I would assume you were a little bit disappointed yourself with down here. Yeah, I've had a couple here in the past for the other teams, you know, and I was quite surprised, to be honest, you know, and you can get used to it anywhere. You can learn it. I had to learn Sheffield, you know, and obviously that showed on Thursday, you know. Just got to get used to this place, and hopefully Jason and Watto and them lot can teach me, and hopefully they keep telling me what they do and drum it into me, you know, and we can get there. Well, you had a couple of meetings here, is it? Yeah, I've had up at Edinburgh for Birmingham and Sheffield, and one here. So yeah, hopefully we can finish the season off here and stay here. Yeah. And how many are you looking for tonight then? As many as possible. Same as Sheffield. Same as Sheffield, if not more. Yeah. But always out there to try and win races, you know, and you always get slated for stuff, and no one turns up to score no points. You know, we're all here to earn money, and we're all here to win as a team. Yeah, it must be difficult coming in, you know, part way through the season, you know, a track that you've only been to a couple of times, you know what I mean, to try and find out exactly, you know, what am I going to do here, which is the best lines to ride it. And it would appear that some of the racing lines have changed since last year. Yeah, it is hard really when you come into a team at the end of the year. Birmingham have had a lot of injuries, and coming into a team halfway through the year, you ain't bonded with the riders that most of them I don't even know, you know, and never ridden with before. And to get into that, to get bonding with a team that some of the team that they've still got, and then us coming in, it's hard, you know, and it's not the same as being in with them all season and making friends like you do. And but yeah, they're coming around now, and that if you keep scoring points, I'm sure they only like you better. Yeah, you'll be all right. As I say, it's Jason's going to look after you. Is it in Watto? Yeah, I hope so. They've just been talking to me now on the track walk because of my last meeting here. You know, they can see where I was going wrong, and I can see where I was going wrong. Just got to get that knowledge onto the track now and stop holding it so tight.
Yeah, well, you were thrown in a bit at the deep end, weren't you, on this last meeting that you had here?
Yeah, it was really, to be honest. And the other thing is, in the conference league, you don't have to be as sharp and stuff like that. And when you're missing out, you lose your reactions, you know, and then you come back and slowly you get them back. And even just out the start's a lot quicker than just in the conference league. And just need to get that back, and slowly it's coming back now. And hopefully we'll just be fast.
We'll have a good meeting tonight. All right, thanks for talking to us.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Cheers. Okay, there we are then. We've had a word with a couple of the riders, and hopefully we're going to get a good meeting tonight. It's 25 minutes to go, and bikes are revving up. Track looks a bit wet in places, but let's hope we're going to have a good meeting tonight. And now I'll hand you over to Dave up in the commentary to introduce the riders and teams.
Thanks, Alan, and welcome once again to Perry Bar on this sunny bank holiday Sunday evening as the BRC Roofing Brummies get ready to take on the Sheffield Window Centre Tigers. A big crowd in attendance for this one. Some of them tempted, no doubt, by the events of Thursday at Owlerton. These sides clashing up there in Yorkshire, and against all expectations, the Brummies coming away with a 4-point victory, 44 points to 40, but sadly at the expense of Kyle Legault, who was involved in a massive tangle with Andre Compton and Ben Wilson in heat number 15. The race being abandoned as a result. Kyle Legault sadly suffering a broken jaw in that one, so it's rider replacement for the popular Canadian here tonight. Sheffield also Andre Compton battered and bruised, so he's out of action. Reading's Mark Lemon coming in as a guest. Sheffield also with Ricky Ashworth on rider replacement following a horrific smash at Glasgow earlier this month, and also with Ben Powell guesting for Lee Smethills at reserve. So both sides under strength as the Brummies look for their first win here at Perry Bar since those sweeping team changes of a few weeks ago. The full lineups read as follows, starting with the Brummies. It's Thomas Pish at 1, Jack Roberts at 2, Jason Lyons a skipper at 3, rider replacement for Carl Legault at 4, Craig Watson goes at 5, James Cockle at 6, and Jay Hearn at 7. For the Sheffield Window Centre Tigers, it's rider replacement at 1 for Ricky Ashworth. Number 2 is Paul Cooper, Mark Lemon is at 3, Joel Parsons at 4, Ben Wilson at number 5, Kyle Hughes at 6, and Ben Powell goes at number 7. Sunny weather, as you can see here in the second city. The track fairly heavily watered though ahead of this one. The big bank holiday Sunday crowd in attendance for this one. We're about to get underway. Birmingham versus Sheffield. Okay then, lining up for heat number 1 on a very well watered Perry Bar track, as you can see. Brummies winning the toss, taking gate positions 1 and 3. So young Jack Roberts now in the main body of the team. Been racing for Buxton in the Conference League this season. Well, he goes off the inside gate in blue. Next to him in yellow is Owlerton specialist Paul Cooper, former grass track champion. Regular in the Tigers lineup off gate 2 in yellow, gate 3 in red. Thomas Pish, former Workington rider, the pole, new signing for the Brummies. He struggled a bit in his appearances at Perry Bar so far this year, but learning fast. Performed fairly well at Edinburgh when the Brummies were absolutely flattened 65-24 in the first leg of the Premier Trophy final. Thomas Pish off gate 3 in red and off the outside in green. The rider replacement for Ricky Ashford in this one is Joel Parsons, the former Rye House and Newport man, the Australian, off the outside gate in green. Your referee tonight is Phil Griffin. Your start marshal Keith Kershaw pulls them into line. Here we go then, it's Brummies versus the Tigers. Here we go with heat number 1. Roberts, Cooper, Pish and Parsons. Away they go first time. That's a good start by the man in red. Thomas Pish will lead him into the first turn. He goes down into the deep dirt on the outside, holds his advantage. Second place in yellow, it is Paul Cooper. Jack Roberts in third place. At the back in green, it's Joel Parsons. Roberts having to go there on the inside, but he has to straighten up there to avoid hitting the back of Paul Cooper, and that's allowed the man in green, Joel Parsons, through on the inside. So Jack Roberts has got to fight back here following a mistake there on turn 4 of the opening lap. Away and clear at the front in this one is Thomas Pish, who's certainly learning this Perry Bar track very well. Took a couple of wins up at Edinburgh, the only high point really of that first leg Premier Trophy final at Edinburgh when the Brummies lost 65-24. The second leg of that coming up in a couple of weeks. There is Thomas Pish, your race leader. So in second in yellow is Paul Cooper. Joel Parsons in third. Their share of the points if it stays like this. Coming round turns 3 and 4 for the final time. It's going to be a first Perry Bar win for Thomas Pish in red. Second place in yellow will go to Paul Cooper. Joel Parsons third in green. And at the back in blue is Jack Roberts. So the points shared in the opening race of the night. There is our winner, Thomas Pish. He certainly learn the Perry Barr track now. We saw him struggle slightly in his opening meetings here. But taking the applause this time of a big Bank Holiday Sunday crowd, much larger crowd I think than anticipated, turning up here this Sunday evening at Perry Barr. They're rewarded with good weather and a fine win there from Brummie's new number 1, Thomas Pish. Jack Roberts sadly slipping to the rear in that one, so the points after the opening heats read the BRC Roofing Brummies 3, the Sheffield Window Centre Tigers 3. Here we go then with the reserves race. Heat number 2 off the inside gate in green for this one for the Tigers is Kyle Hughes, in as a replacement for Sam Martin earlier in the season, regular with the Plymouth Devils in the Conference League. Kyle Hughes off gate number 1 in green. Gate 2 in red, new Brummie signing James Cockle, the former Rye House and Wimbledon man. Struggled slightly in his opening appearances once again for the Brummies, but hoping to learn the Perry Barr track in this one. He's off gate 2 in red, gate 3 in yellow. With Scunthorpe's Ben Powell guesting in this one for the injured Lee Smethels. And off the outside gate in blue, another new Brummie signing, former Weymouth man, Jay Hearn. Here we go then with heat number 2, Hughes, Cockle, Powell and Hearn. Take tries, away we go. It's a good start for the Tigers in this one. Kyle Hughes will lead him in the first turn. Jay Hearn in blue going for the outside gate. Can he take the lead? Not quite. Kyle Hughes holds it as they go down the back straight for the first time. Third in yellow, it is Ben Powell. At the back in red, James Cockle. Well, the Weymouth Wildcat Jay Hearn has got to work here in the damper track on the outside. James Cockle trying to get the inside there of the man in yellow. Ben Powell rode for the Brummies, of course, the part of last season before he was sidelined through injury. But it's young Kyle Hughes, a star of the Conference League with the Plymouth Devils. He struggled slightly so far in his Sheffield career, but it's coming good for him here. He's clear of Jay Hearn at the front of the field. Still holding third place, the man in yellow, Ben Powell, so it'll be a 4-2 to the Tigers, and they'll take the lead if it stays like this. Jay Hearn unable to make any impression on our leader. Kyle Hughes began his career second halving at Oxford, and now racing for the Tigers and taking the win here in heat number 2. Second in blue goes to Jay Hearn, and third in yellow, Ben Powell. At the back in red, it is James Cockle. So that's a 4-2 to the visitors. They'll no doubt be hungry for revenge over the Brummies, taking that 4-point win up at Owlerton last Thursday. And this man's going the right way about it, certainly. Kyle Hughes taking the win in the reserves race. He's certainly chuffed with that. Taking the applause of the crowd on the home straight. Jay Hearn chasing him all the way, unable to get close enough to pass the former Plymouth youngster. And with Ben Powell taking third, the first heat advantage of the night goes to the Tigers, and the score after heat 2, the BRC Roofing Brummies 5, the Sheffield Window Centre Tigers 7. On to heat number 3 then, and taking the rider replacement ride for Kyle to go in this one is Jack Roberts. Kyle, of course, suffering a broken jaw in that crash up at Sheffield last Thursday, so it's Jack Roberts taking his second ride of the night, once again off gate number 1 in blue. Next to him in green, Sheffield's guest for Andre Compton this evening, Reading's Mark Lemon, who performed well earlier this season here at Perry Barr. The Reading number 1 off gate 2 in green for the Tigers in this one. Gate 3 in red. Are we going to see another maximum from this man? Jason Lyons, the Brummie skipper, off gate number 3 in red. And next to him off the outside in yellow, a second ride of the night for Joel Parsons. Just 1 point and a bonus to his name so far from heat number 1, when he was the replacements for Ricky Ashworth. So it's advantage Sheffield after the first 2 heats, 7-5 in their favour. Let's see what Jason Lyons can do here then. He takes on Andre Compton's replacement Mark Lemon. The full lineup is Roberts, Lemon, Lyons and Parsons. Tapes up and away we go. And Lyons gates level with Lemon. They'll go side by side in the first turn. It's Lemon with the advantage. Here comes Lyons on the outside. Can he find the grip? They're side by side down the back straight. Lyons hits the front as they go into turn 3. Great ride by Jason Lyons once again. Lemon goes wide to fight back. In third place in yellow is Joel Parsons. At the back in blue is Jack Roberts. Roberts having a go on the inside there as they come round the pits turn. Lyons away at the front, an inspired move around the outside on the back straight around Mark Lemon. Lemon still in second. Jack Roberts going wide there at the back as he tries to chase down the man in yellow, Joel Parsons. Are we going to see, I wonder, another Jason Lyons maximum here in this one? The undisputed master of Perry Barr pulling away once again at the front of the field. There is Mark Lemon. He's got a lot to live up to here, replacing Andre Compton, one of the fastest riders in the Premier League. But nobody's as fast as this man round Perry Barr. Here comes Jason Lyons off turn 4 for the final time. And he takes the win in red. Second in green will be Mark Lemon. Third place in yellow, it's Joel Parsons. At the back in blue Jack Roberts. So that's a 3-all, and Sheffield keep that 2-point heat advantage. But they had no answer to the skipper of the BRC Roofing Brummies. Jason Lyons taking the win. Jack Roberts unfortunately unable to make any impression there, having gone wide on the first lap. They're coming around to take the applause of the Brummies faithful. Their skipper, Jason Lyons, with a fine move on the first turn. He gated level with Mark Lemon, but powered his way into the dirt on the outside, pulled away at the front to take the win in heat number 3 over Mark Lemon and Joel Parsons. It's the second 3-all of the night, and the score after 3 heats is the BRC Roofing Brummies 8, the Sheffield Window Centre Tigers 10. Well, advantage Sheffield after the first 3 heats then. And we'll see if the Brummies can pull it back in this one. Jay Hearn, it is going off the inside gate, the Aussie in blue. 2 points to his name so far, second in the reserves race behind Kyle Hughes. We'll see if he can go one better than this one. Jay Hearn off the inside gate in blue. Gate 2 in yellow. The man he finished ahead of in that reserves race, Ben Powell, former Brummie, now with the Scunthorpe Scorpions and guesting tonight for Lee Smethills at reserve for the Tigers. Gate 3 in red, the first appearance of the night for Craig Watson. Normally tends to struggle in the wetter conditions, so we'll be pleased to see the sun in the sky for this one. Craig Watson off gate 3 in red. Off the outside in green for the Tigers is Ben Wilson. Here we go then with heat number 4. Hearn, Powell, Watson and Wilson. Away they go. It's a good start in yellow for Ben Powell. He gets that level with Watson, who tries to take Ben Wilson out wide on the first turn. Wilson goes down, Watson goes ahead, and it's Watson who leads it as they go into turn 3 for the first time. The red lights have come on. The red lights have come on with Ben Wilson coming down on the second bend. He has now remounted. And the referee tonight, Phil Griffin, rules all 4 riders back for the rerun. Referee rules first Ben Bunching, then we did see Craig Watson run Ben Wilson out wide on the first turn. Ben going into the deep dirt on the outside and coming down. But the referee rules it was first Ben Bunching, and all 4 riders will come back for the rerun. There is Ben Wilson, back on his wheels and back at gate number 4. Had an Elite League season, of course, a few years ago with Wolverhampton. Sheffield born and bred, ran racing on their training track as a teenager. Raced in the Prowlers Conference League set-up and then promoted to the Premier League side, where he remains to this day. Craig Watson going off the inside of him, former Newport man, of course. Signed for the Brummies on the very unfortunate closure of the Wasps earlier this season. Ben Powell hoping for a similar gate than he made in the first running of this one. Off gate 2 in yellow, and into the inside in blue it is Jay Hearn. So hoping to avoid any contact on the first turn this time. We get ready for the second attempt at this heat number 4. 8-10 the scoreline. Hearn, Powell, Watson and Wilson. This is heat number 4. Away they go once again. It's a much better gate this time for the man in red, Craig Watson. He heads him into the first turn once again. Ben Wilson's going after him. He's trying to go between Watson and Powell. Has he done it as they go into turn number 3? Side by side for the lead. Craig Watson on the outside, Ben Wilson on the inside. Watson holds the advantage on the outside. That's a great piece of riding there by Craig Watson, holding the wider line close to the fence, and he holds the lead over Ben Wilson. Great move there by Ben going into turn number 3 for the first turn, trying to go between Craig Watson and Ben Powell. And we've got a faller there at the back. Jay Hearn has gone down straight into the fence on turn number 4. He's up and okay. Great to see him getting off the track there. The race will continue. Bad luck there to Jay Hearn. You just seen the spin round coming into the turn. So Craig Watson, the lone Brummie in this one, he's out in front ahead of Ben Wilson in green. Third in yellow, it's Ben Powell. So it'll be another 3-all if it stays like this. Craig Watson, the conditions much more to his liking this time than we've seen a couple of occasions recently, and he takes the win in heat number 4. Ben Wilson comes over in second, and Ben Powell in third. Bad luck there to Jay Hearn. Seems to just spin off as he came into the road bend. It's a third 3-all from 4 races, and that means that Sheffield keep their 2-point advantage. They couldn't catch this man. Australia's Craig Watson taking the win. Another man with some Elite League experience with Poole from a few seasons ago, but certainly finding his new Premier League home here at Perry Bar, taking the win in heat number 4. And the score now after 4 heats, the BRC Roofing Brummies 11, the Sheffield Window Centre Tigers 13. Sheffield still with that 2-point heat advantage then as we go into heat number 5. Off gate 1 in yellow it is Paul Cooper. 2 points to his name from heat number 1. Finished second behind Thomas Piche. He goes off gate number 1 in yellow. Paul Cooper alongside him in red. Looking for 2 wins out of 2. Jason Lyons, the Brummies skipper. Jason Lyons off gate 2, gate 3. It's Mark Lemon in green, so another clash of the big guns here in heat number 5. Mark Lemon off gate 3 in green. Off the outside in blue, taking the rider replacement ride for Carl to go in this one. It is Jay Hearn, none the worse for his fall in the previous heats. We saw him get off the track very quickly indeed, allowing the race to continue, so Jay's okay to line up for his third ride of the night here in this heat 5. Starting Marshal Keith Kershaw calling them into line then. Gate 1 in yellow, it is Paul Cooper. Gate 2 in red, Jason Lyons. Gate 3 in green, Mark Lemon. Off the outside in blue, it is Jay Hearn. So, can Jason Lyons inflict a second defeat on Mark Lemon here? We're about to find out. Revs rise, tapes rise, away they go, and Lyons gets exactly the start he wants. A flying start from gate number 2. Slowing up a bit in blue on the outside is Jay Hearn. So Lyons leads him down the back straight. Lemon in second, Paul Cooper in third. Could this be a third successive 3-all here? Paul Cooper going very wide there on turn number 4. That'll allow Jay Hearn, after a poor first turn, to close in slightly. Lyons leads it. Lemon chasing in second. Can Jason Lyons keep his maximum hopes alive here? He's going clear at the front of the field, the Brummies skipper. It'll be a third successive 3-all and the 4th in 5 heats if it stays like this, meaning that Sheffield will keep that 2-point lead. Jason Lyons powering away at the front of the field. Mark Lemon in second place. Elite League experience, of course, with Oxford and Poole. But now number 1 for Reading racers, who will not be in action, we're told, next season, with Smallmead out of action. Jason Lyons takes the win in red. Second in green, Mark Lemon. Third place in blue goes to Paul Cooper. And completing the finishes in blue, Jay Hearn. So it's yet another shared heat, the third in a row. And Sheffield still leading by just a couple of points. It's 2 wins out of 2 for Jason Lyons. He defeats Mark Lemon for the second time in this one. Mark Lemon taking the rider replacement ride in that one for Ricky Ashworth. But Jason Lyons once again takes the applause, as we've seen so often this season, of the Brummies faithful. There really is no stopping him at Perry Bar this season. Here tonight he's got 2 wins out of 2. Jay Hearn at the back in that one, so it's another 3-all, and the score after 5 heats, the BRC Roofing Brummies 14, Sheffield Window Centre Tigers 16. Well, heat number 6 at the line in. We wait to see if the Brummies can pull back that 2-point deficit to the Sheffield Window Centre Tigers. Maybe this man can do it for them. Just turning away to demist his goggles there. Thomas Piche, former Workington man, had a brief spell with Coventry in the Elite League as well. Taking the win in heat number 1 tonight, looking for his second win in succession. Thomas Piche goes off the inside gate in red. Next to him in green, it is Ben Wilson, hoping to avoid hitting the deck on the first turn this time. Ben Wilson going off gate number 2 in green. Gate 3 in blue into his third ride of the night. Jack Roberts yet to open his score for the night, so he'll hope to do so in this one. Up against him off the outside is the winner of the reserves race tonight, Kyle Hughes in yellow. So Thomas Piche aiming to make it 2 wins out of 2 in this one. Up against, he's off the inside gate. It's Ben Wilson off 2. Jack Roberts off 3. Kyle Hughes from the outside. This is heat number 6. Away they go. And lifting at the start there, Jack Roberts in blue. And it's Piche who hits the front once again. Going for the outside, lies ahead on the back straight for the first time. Piche leads it side by side between the Sheffield pair. Team riding in that second place, trying to keep out Jack Roberts in blue. Round the outside now, in a second comes Kyle Hughes. He's given a good account of himself so far. Ben Wilson shepherding him round here, perhaps trying to keep that 3-all and keep that 2-point lead for his team. Jack Roberts is now closing slightly, but again he makes a mistake there. He can't seem to get onto terms with turn number 4 here tonight. Almost hits the fence coming off the turn. Pulling away at the front though is new Brummie Thomas Piche. Started off slowly but now really improving, looking for his second win of the night. Still in second place in yellow, great ride by young Kyle Hughes. Heading Ben Wilson for that third place, but they're nowhere near, almost the length of a straight behind now. Thomas Piche coming off turn 4 for the final time. It's 2 wins out of 2 for Thomas Piche. He wheelies across the line. Second in yellow it is Kyle Hughes. And Ben Wilson in third in green. So astute team riding there from the Sheffield Window Centre Tigers. They keep their 2-point lead with a 4th successive shared heat. And certainly showing that he's now got to grips with this Perry Bar circuit. Thomas Pish taking the win in heat number 6. Holding off Kyle Hughes, who's got impressively 5 points from 2 rides so far. The Brummies certainly giving him a good reception there. Thomas Pish from Poland taking the win in heat number 6. Jack Roberts, a third successive last place, unfortunately, so unable to get on the terms so far. Seems to be struggling on a well-watered Perry Bar surface. And that 3-all, the 4th in succession, means it's the BRC Roofing Brummies 17, the Sheffield Window Centre Tigers 19. Well, still just 2 points in it then as we get ready for heat number 7. Third ride of the night for Mark Lemon off the inside gate in green. 2 second places for him so far, both of them behind Jason Lyons, but Jason not out now until heat number 9, so maybe Mark can go one better in this one for the inside gates in green. Next to him in red is Craig Watson, a winner in heat number 4, showing his liking for these slightly drier conditions here at Perry Bar tonight. He's off gate 2 in red. Gate 3 in yellow, third ride for Joel Parsons, and off the outside gate in blue, second ride of the night for James Cockle. Here we go with heat number 7, away they go. Cracking gate by Craig Watson in red. That was a jet-propelled start off gate number 2, and James Cockle, watch him round the outside. He's got ahead of Joel Parsons. Going after our race leader in second is Mark Lemon. It's almost side by side for third place here. Can James Cockle hold on the outside? Coming through now on the inside is Joel Parsons. Side by side for third. Cockle hangs on as they head into the pit bend for the second time. Watson leads it from Lemon. And it's a good ride by James Cockle, the former Rye House man. Struggled on his previous appearances at Perry Bar as he learns the track. Has he let Joel Parsons up the inside there? They're still side by side. Parsons now moves the young gun wide, and down goes Cockle. James Cockle spins off at turn number 1. The red lights are come on. And James Cockle, I can tell you, is still down at the moment, unfortunately. It was an awkward looking tumble he took there under pressure from Joel Parsons. He's still down at the moment, and it looks like he's in some pain there. Seemed to spin round as he let go of the bike as he came down. We await the decision of referee Phil Griffin. The race has been awarded with James Cockle, the man excluded, so Craig Watson takes the win. Mark Lemon second and Joel Parsons in third, so it's yet another shared heat. And Sheffield keeping their 2 points advantage once again, but obviously our thoughts at the moment are with James Cockle, who does seem to be in some pain down there, unfortunately, the young Brummies reserve. Receiving treatment from the St John Ambulance Brigade. Skipper Jason Lyons coming to see how his charge is. We've seen so many injured riders, of course, already here at Perry Bar this season. What we don't want is another rider out injured, but we'll bring you news of James Cockle's condition just as soon as we can. Well, a sight we have seen far too many times, it has to be said, this season at Perry Bar. The ambulance on the track, and you can see James Cockle being wheeled into the back of it there on the stretcher. He is conscious down there, we're told, and talking to the medical staff, but I understand he's been complaining of some pain in his neck, so obviously every precaution being taken to make sure that James Cockle is in as comfortable and safe a position as possible. He's going to be taken off in the ambulance, so we'll let you know further news as his condition develops. Heat number 7 has been awarded as a win for Craig Watson. It's a 5th successive shared heat and the 6th out of 7 heats so far. So the score still 2 points in favour of the Sheffield Tigers, but obviously our thoughts with the injured rider down there, James Cockle. As we say, he is conscious down there, but complaining of a bit of pain in his neck, we understand, so every precaution possible being taken to make sure that James is okay. But he's excluded from heat number 7. The race awarded, and the score now, the BRC Roofing Brummies 20, the Sheffield Window Centre Tigers 22. Well, after a short delay while James Cockle was treated there, and we wish the Brummies young gun all the best, we resume with heat number 8, and off gate number 1 in this one in yellow. It is Sheffield guest reserve Ben Powell replacing Lee Smithers, and this one he's on paid 3 points from his first 2 rides. Next to him in blue, it is Jay Hearn, the young Aussie. 3 rides so far, 2 points from the reserves race, plus a fall, unfortunately, in heat number 4, but he is okay to continue. He goes into his 4th ride of the night off gate number 2 in blue, gate 3 in green. Paul Cooper, decent starts tonight for him. 3 paid 4 from his first 2 rides. And off the outside in red, it is Jack Roberts. It looks like he's on Jason Lyon's machine for this one. Jack off the outside in red. Here we go then with heat number 8. Powell, Hearn, Cooper and Roberts. Away they go. As the Brummies making the start into the first turn and taking the lead, it is Jay Hearn, around on the outside. Jack Roberts mounted on Jason Lyon's machine for this one, and he leads them as they come into the turn. Yet to score from 3 rides, but Jack Roberts leads over. Look at Paul Cooper coming around the outside in green, trying to go from third to first in one move. He's got past Jay Hearn. He's got past, oh my word! Jack Roberts, my goodness, that was a big one. Just as Paul Cooper came around the outside, I don't know if the front forks may have gone on the machine of Jack Roberts there. Jack is excluded. The rider in yellow has come down as well in avoidance. Ben Powell on the centre green. That was a very nasty looking tumble indeed for Jack Roberts there. The front wheel or forks just seemed to collapse as he came into the turn. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I don't think there was any contact there with Paul Cooper, but fair play as well to Ben Powell, who laid down onto the centre green to avoid the crashing Jack Roberts. Yet again we see the medics in attendance. And Jack Roberts, 3 pointless rides for him so far, but mounted on Jason Lyon's machine. He had burst clear in that one, but it all came apart for him coming around the pit's turn for the second time. Seems to be some sort of problem with the front of the bike. I don't think there was any contact, as I say, with Paul Cooper as he was bursting around the outside. But yet again, what seems like about the umpteenth time this season, we see a Brummie on the deck and being tended to by the St John's ambulance staff. So another delay looks set to follow here. We'll bring you news of Jack Roberts just as soon as we can, but he's excluded from the rerun of heat number 8. Well, that is a great sight to see there. Jack Roberts walking away from that very nasty looking spill down there on turn number 2. A little bit of humour from our DJ there. Jack Roberts goes down, but he's got up again. He's being assisted back to the pits there. Certainly battered and bruised after a very nasty looking spill, landing almost head first there as he came off the borrowed Jason Lyon's machine. Great to see that Jack Roberts is okay, but he's excluded from the rerun of heat number 8. We're ready to roll then with the rerun of this heat number 8, and Jay Hearn is the lone Brummie out in blue up against Paul Cooper and Ben Powell, both who have been fairly impressive so far for the Sheffield Window Centre Tigers in this one. They're still just 2 points ahead, so let's see what Jay Hearn, the former Weymouth Wildcat, can do here. Brother of Lee, the former Arena Essex and Kings Lynn rider, of course, who's now back in Australia. Off gate 1 in yellow, it is Ben Powell. Gate 2 in blue, Jay Hearn. Gate 3 in green is Paul Cooper. No rider off the outside. Start Marshal Keith Kershaw walks away. Revs rise, tapes rise, away they go. And it's making the start in yellow on the inside is Ben Powell. It's advantage Tigers here as they get ahead of Jay Hearn coming out of turn number 2. Paul Cooper it is who leads the way in green. Ben Powell in second. What can Jay Hearn do here? He goes for the outside. Coming off turn number 4. Trying to chase down ex-Brummie Ben Powell, showing his knowledge of the Perry Bar track. Jay Hearn gets out of shape there on turn number 2 and has that sealed his fate in this one. We could be looking here at the first 5-1 of the evening. We've seen 6 3-alls and a 4-2 in favour of the Tigers so far. This far, they stay where they are, will stretch their lead to 6 points. Paul Cooper looks for his partner, Ben Powell, as they head down the back straight. Going around to start their final lap. Cooper on the outside, Powell on the inside. This man, Jay Hearn, unable to make any impression on them so far. Closing slightly there on the pit turn up towards the back of Ben Powell. Are we going to see a last bend lunge here from Jay Hearn? He goes for the outside line, but it looks like it's too little too late. The Tigers cross the line for a 5-1. Paul Cooper takes the win. Ben Powell in second. Jay Hearn throwing everything at them in third. But it's the first 5-1 of the night, and it's gone the way of the visitors, the Sheffield Window Centre Tigers. They go 6 points ahead as a result of that one, and there's their victorious pairing. Owlerton specialist Paul Cooper takes his first win of the night, and backed up by impressive reserve, the Scunthorpe guest Ben Powell. He celebrates with a wheelie down the home straight. Jay Hearn trying his hardest in third, but unable to make any impression, unfortunately, on the Sheffield pairing, and the score now after 8 heats, it's the BRC Roofing Brummies 21, the Sheffield Windows Centre Tigers pull ahead on 27. Here we go then with heat number 9. It's Australia versus England in this one. Ben Wilson going off gate 1 in green for the Tigers. Gate 2 in blue for the Brummies. Taking the rider replacement ride for Kyle to go is Craig Watson. These two clashed, of course, earlier on at the first turn of heat number 4. They're alongside each other again, against each other in heat number 9. Going off gate number 3 in yellow, it is Kyle Hughes. 5 points from 2 rides for the young reserve so far. Good results coming his way so far, but he's against the big guns in this one, and they don't come bigger than this man, Jason Lyons, off the outside in red, partnering Craig Watson in this one. Brummies heat leaders both unbeaten so far. Let's see how they get on against Ben Wilson and Kyle Hughes. Attention mounting in this one with the Tigers now 6 points clear. The Brummies need to pull off something special in this one. They've got the men, they can do it. Craig Watson and Jason Lyons each with 2 wins from 2 rides, unbeaten so far. Ben Wilson on 3 and a bonus, and Kyle Hughes impressive on 5 points from reserve for the Tigers. Riders pulled into line by start marshal Keith Kershaw. Here we go then with heat number 9. Wilson, Watson, Hughes and Lyons. Australia versus England, Brummies versus Tigers. Away they go. And it's Australia making the gate there in the form of Craig Watson and Jason Lyons. They blast away at the front of the field. Lyons leads it. Watson in second. Ben Wilson in third. At the back in yellow is Kyle Hughes. Can the Brummies strike back with a 5-1 of their own here? Down at the back has gone Kyle Hughes there. A nasty looking fall there on turn number 4. He's up and okay. And he's going to try and get off the track as well. Well done, Kyle Hughes, after a nasty twisting fall down there on turn number 4. Brummies still first and second as they come round. Ben Wilson unable to make any impression on Australian superstars Jason Lyons and Craig Watson. Lyons going for his 3rd win out of 3 so far, and Craig Watson still unbeaten by an opponent if it stays like this. Lyons going for his hat-trick then. We're on the last lap now. It will take an audacious dive from Ben Wilson on this final turn to make any impression here. It's going to be 3 races, 3 wins for the man in red. Jason Lyons takes the win. Craig Watson in second. Ben Wilson in third. So the Brummies strike back with a 5-1 of their own in heat number 9. And that reduces the deficit once again to 2 points. It's a hat-trick for the Brummies skipper, Jason Lyons. 3 races, 3 wins. Backing him up in blue was Craig Watson, the 5-1 over Ben Wilson. And we finally get to hear the Brummies 5-1 signature tune in the background there, as Jason Lyons celebrates for a 3rd time here tonight. Are we going to see another Perry Bar maximum from the Brummies skipper? Backed up all the way by Craig Watson. So all 3 of Birmingham's heat leaders unbeaten by a Sheffield rider so far. But strangely, it's the Sheffield Windows Centre Tigers still ahead after 9 heats. The score now, BRC Roofing Brummies 26, Sheffield Windows Centre Tigers 28. On to heat number 10 then, and unfortunately we have been told that Jack Roberts and James Cockle have both withdrawn from the action. So the Brummies down to 4 riders unfortunately, and it will be 3 riders only for heat number 10. Off gate number 1 in yellow, Joel Parsons. 3 third places so far, so 3 plus 3 bonuses for the young Aussie so far. Joel Parsons off gate number 1 in yellow. No rider in blue, so gate 3 in green will be Mark Lemon. 3 second places for the experienced Aussie so far. He's off gate 3 in green, and the lone Brummie in this one is Thomas Pish, unbeaten from 2 rides so far, going for his hat-trick in this one against Mark Lemon and Joel Parsons. No rider off blue, Jay Hearn having already taken 4 rides, so it's Parsons, Lemon and Pish for heat number 10. Away they go. Great start by Thomas Pish on the outside. He goes level with Mark Lemon into the first turn. Who's going to come out with the lead? It's Pish on the outside. He lifts. Not again. We see another Brummie down on the back straight, but Thomas Pish is up. He's okay. Is he going to get off the track in time? He's trying desperately to manoeuvre his machine out of the way, and the red lights are going to have to come on. Thomas Pish sadly unable to get his bike off the track in time. We see another Brummie on the deck, and Thomas Pish is excluded by referee Phil Griffin. So the rerun is going to be Tigers only. Unfortunately, Thomas Pish loses his hopes of a maximum with a initially nasty looking fall on the back straight there against the back straight fence, but he was up straight away and okay. That was great to see, but unable to get his bike off the track in time, and he is out of the rerun of heat number 10. So heat number 10 will be rerun with Tigers only, Mark Lemon and Joel Parsons. So, 2 riders only then for the rerun of heat number 10. It's Mark Lemon in green, Joel Parsons in yellow. So away they go. A demonstration effectively then from the 2 Tigers here. They're gifted a 5-0 unless one of them does suffer any machinery problems. But of course they do have to make a genuine attempt to race, or they can be excluded. They can't just cruise round. Lemon leads it from Parsons. A guaranteed 5-0 if they complete the 4 laps here for the Tigers. And that would put them 7 points ahead of the Brummies. Ample revenge, I think, for the defeat they suffered at home to the Brummies at Owlerton last Thursday. Well, that was, of course, at the expense of their skipper, Andre Compton, following a very nasty pile-up with Kyle Legault in Heat 15, which resulted in the Canadian nursing a broken jaw. But Sheffield guest Mark Lemon, 3 second places for him so far. He's going to go 1 better in this one. He's clear of his partner Joel Parsons. Mark Lemon takes the win in green. Joel Parsons second in yellow. So there we go. Sheffield go 7 points clear. Gifted a 5-0 following Thomas Pish's exclusion there in the first running of heat number 10. Mark Lemon's score moves on to 9. Joel Parsons 5 plus 4 bonus points. So that's a 5-0 from heat number 10. The score now, the BRC Roofing Brummies 26. The Sheffield Window Centre Tigers 33. On to heat number 11 then, and the Brummies now down to 4 riders. Jack Roberts, unfortunately, we're told, suffering from a bad burn to his backside. Certainly sounds uncomfortable. And James Cockle with soft tissue damage to his neck. So get well soon to the latest additions to the Brummies injury list. Heat number 11 then, it's Craig Watson off the inside in red, unbeaten by Sheffield riders so far. We hope we can continue that sequence in this one. Once again, he's up against Ben Wilson in this one, alongside him in green. These riders have met several times tonight. Ben taking the rider replacement ride for the injured Ricky Ashworth. Gate 3 in blue, busy night for Jay Hearn. He goes into his 5th ride off gate 3. And off the outside in yellow, Paul Cooper, a winner last time out, 6 and a bonus to his name so far. Jay Hearn with 3 points from 4 rides. As we get ready in the setting sun for heat number 11. Watson, Wilson, Hearn and Cooper. And the man in blue, Jay Hearn, moving off a bit early there. The red lights have come straight on. So the race brought to a halt by referee Phil Griffin. We did see Jay Hearn get a bit of a jump just as the tapes went up there. So the race halted. Unsatisfactory start is ruled by Phil Griffin. All 4 riders will be allowed to take part in the rerun. So a bit of a jump start there, unfortunately, from Jay Hearn. He'll make his way straight back round to join Craig Watson, Ben Wilson and Paul Cooper for the rerun. I think this is the 3rd meeting in total between Craig Watson and Ben Wilson in this one. Craig's come out on top both times so far. Off the inside 2 gates there. Craig in red, Ben in green. Jay Hearn in blue. And Paul Cooper off the outside in yellow. We're getting ready for the second attempt at heat number 11. Starting Marshal Keith Kershaw calling them into line. The sun's starting to set over the second city now. The temperature may be falling, but the action hotting up as the Brummies try to pull back this 7-point deficit to the Sheffield Tigers. Here we go with heat number 11. Watson, Wilson, Hearn and Cooper. They get away this time. That's a good gate in green by Ben Wilson. He leads into the first turn. Coming around on the outside, here comes Paul Cooper. He's side by side with Watson down the back straight, and Cooper goes second. Watson fights back on the inside into turn number 3. Great battle between these two for that second place. Watson back up the inside. He goes second as Cooper lifts on the home straight. And the back in blue is Jay Hearn. Well, the 3rd meeting between Craig Watson and Ben Wilson. And Wilson looking to inflict a first defeat of the night by a Sheffield rider to Craig Watson. Wilson leads it. Long-time Sheffield Tiger, experienced in the Elite League with Wolverhampton a few seasons ago as well. And he's pulling away slightly now from Craig Watson in red. Further back, we've got a rider into the fence again, Jay Hearn. It's exactly the same piece of fence that he did earlier on. The race will be stopped because Jay Hearn, we saw him get up earlier on, but he's not getting up from that one. And surely the Brummies can't be down to 3 riders. We hope Jay is okay down there. He looks a bit winded after that one. Again, just slid out wide on that turn 4. The Brummies do seem to be having problems at that turn 4 at the moment. We saw Jack Roberts almost come to grief a couple of times over there earlier on. And the race has been awarded by Phil Griffin, we're told. Jay Hearn excluded, so that means Craig Watson loses his hopes of a maximum, with Ben Wilson awarded the win, leading at the time of the stoppage. And that means that Sheffield extend their lead to 9 points. And so Ben Wilson taking the win in green. Second for Craig Watson. That's his first defeat by a Sheffield rider. Paul Cooper in third. Jay Hearn sadly excluded. And yet again, we see the medics in attendance. So we hope that Jay Hearn's okay, and we'll bring you news of his condition in just a few moments' time. Well, we see Jay Hearn walking away there. He does seem to have some pain in his one wrist. So the main thing is walking away under his own steam, not requiring the ambulance. We've already lost Jack Roberts and James Cockle from this one. Now, I hate to say it, but it seems like Philip Solomon's attempts to remove the Brummies curse early this season don't seem to have had their desired effect, with 2 more riders out of action. This one, the Brummies are down to 4 riders. And we await news on Jay Hearn's condition, but it's good to see him walking back to the pits there. But I can tell you that if Jay Hearn does withdraw, the Brummies down to 3 riders. We are just hearing there, reason for the brief hesitation there is that Thomas Pish is coming out in heat number 12 as a tactical substitute. So he's going to go off 15 metres, and if he beats an opponent, his points will count for double. So the full lineup for heat 12, Jason Lyons in red, Thomas Pish will go in black and white as a replacement for Jay Hearn, a tactical substitute ride for the pole. Mark Lemon goes in green and Kyle Hughes in yellow, as we see Jay Hearn making his way back to the pits there as we get ready for heat number 12. The score, with the heat number 11 awarded there, 4-2 in favour of the Tigers, means it's the BRC Roofing Brummies 28, the Sheffield Window Centre Tigers 37. So there we see in the black and white helmets going off the 15-metre handicap as Graham Drury brings on a tactical substitute ride for Thomas Pish, replacing Jay Hearn. This one he goes off the outside in the black and white helmet from the handicap. His partner in this one, Brummies skipper Jason Lyons. He's up against Mark Lemon in green and Kyle Hughes off the inside gate in yellow. So if Thomas Pish finishes ahead of either Mark Lemon or Kyle Hughes, his points will count for double. The Brummies 9 points behind, so Graham Drury looking for them to pull some points back in this one. Here we go then. Hughes off 1, Lyons off 2, Lemon off 3, and Pish from the handicap. Away we go with heat number 12. Lyons has got the start he wants. Now he's got to slow the Sheffield pair down here. Mark Lemon going for the outside. Here comes Thomas Pish. He's got past Kyle Hughes already. Pish in the 3rd place. That'll net him 2 points if he stays where he is. Pish now ducks down onto the inside of Mark Lemon. Lemon using the grippier line out near the fence. He holds 2nd place. Lyons leads it. Lyons has got to slow Mark Lemon down here. Pish is getting closer and closer to the Sheffield guest. Here comes Thomas Pish. He's right under the back wheel of Mark Lemon's machine there almost. Taking a slightly wider line than we saw earlier on. Lyons leads it. Lemon in 2nd, but all eyes on Thomas Pish in 3rd place. Cuts down low again, coming off turn number 4. Can't make any headway at the moment. Mark Lemon still holding 2nd. At the back in yellow is still Kyle Hughes. But Jason Lyons going for his 4th win out of 4 here as Thomas Pish straightens up, coming off turn number 4, almost clips the fence. That's lost his chance of taking 2nd. He went for everything on the last turn, but he takes 2 points for 3rd place. Jason Lyons, your winner in red. Mark Lemons splits them in green. Thomas Pish taking 2 points for 3rd place in black and white. That becomes a 5-2 then in favour of the Brummies, and the gap is cut to 6 points. Jason Lyons still unbeaten by an opponent, 4 wins out of 4, taking the applause on the home straight once again. And Thomas Pish, fair play to him, trying everything there to get past Mark Lemon. He went for the big last bend lunge, but it didn't quite come off. That's a 5-2 in favour of the BRC Roofing Brummies. The score now, the Brummies 33, the Sheffield Window Centre Tigers 39.
And we're back down in the pits area. There is Jason Lyons following that victory, where he has been in brilliant form here this evening. Craig Watson just taking things easy ahead of heat number 13. Some big races coming up. The Brummies, well, can they possibly get out of jail here this evening? Now trailing by 6 points. Thomas Peach, well, he's getting ready to come out for heat number 13. 2 rides on the trot for the pole. Certainly doing much better than he did here on his debut 3 weeks ago against Stoke. There is Paul Cooper. He's going to be coming out in heat number 13 as a ride replacement outing for Ricky Ashworth. Eric Bucock, the Sheffield team manager, we've got more things than most people know about Speedway, as Peach, well, he gets pushed off ahead of race number 13, a crucial heat coming up, as they could all be over the last 3 races.
3 heats to go then of this Premier League encounter, and Sheffield 6 points ahead. Looks like the Premier League points, all 3 of them could be heading to Yorkshire as we line up for heat number 13. Paul Cooper takes the ride, replacement ride for Ricky Ashworth off the inside gate in Greensby. Good meeting for Paul so far. 7 and a bonus to his name so far. He goes off gate 1 in green. Next to him in red, second successive ride for Thomas Peach. Tried everything to pass Mark Lemon in the last one. He's off gate 2 in red. Gate 3 in yellow. It is Ben Wilson off the outside in blue. You guessed it, Craig Watson. They meet for a 4th time. Away they go. And the Brummies get the start they wanted this way. It's Peach who leads in the first turn. Watson around the outside. He takes the lead. Peach in second. It's Ben Wilson in 3rd place. At the back in green is Paul Cooper. This is just what the Brummie fans wanted to see. A 5-1 here would mean the deficit is reduced to just a couple of points once again. Can they salvage the Premier League points in this one? Watson leads the way, Pish in second. Ben Wilson in 3rd place, Craig Watson looking to get back to winning ways. He dropped his only point of the night so far in the awarded heat number 11 to Ben Wilson, but Ben safely back in 3rd in this one. Watson leads it from Pish as they come round to start the last lap. Pish lifts slightly on the inside there. Often spectacular rider, the former Workington Comet. But they're no match for Craig Watson in this one, pulling away at the front of the field. It's going to be a win for the man in blue. Craig Watson punches the air as he crosses the line. Second in red is Thomas Pish. 3rd place in yellow goes to Ben Wilson. Paul Cooper at the back in green. That's just what the Brummies needed. A 5-1 in heat number 13. Craig Watson taking the win, backed up by Thomas Pish. And once again, there is just 2 points in it. Craig Watson accepts the applause of the Brummies fans on the home straight. Ben Wilson back in 3rd behind Thomas Pish, backing up Craig Watson in style there. And that 5-1 means the gap is once again 2 points, but it's still the Tigers ahead. After 13 heats, BRC Roofing Brummies 38, the Sheffield Window Centre Tigers 40.
Now that certainly closed things up as Graham Jury were just congratulating Craig Watson there on that victory. So a big 5-1 for the Brummies, only their 2nd of tonight's meeting. Jason Lyons, well, he's no doubt will be coming out in heat number 15, but Thomas Peach, well, he's coming out in heat number 14, ride replacement outing for him, so he'll be taking his 3rd race in a row. Pretty stern looking Graham Drury. He feels that the BRS Roofing Brummies may just be able to get out of this match with something. Jay Hearn, will he be coming out in the 14th race, replacing James Cockle, of course out injured, as Eric Bucock fills in his programme. Mark Lemon, well, he's been a pretty capable guest here tonight. Got Graham Jones, the ex-England international, in his pits crew this evening. Ben Wilson, just a 3rd place in that last race for him. He won't be too pleased about that. Has had just a 1 race win tonight as Craig Watson just talking there with Thomas, who does speak some English. The young juniors, we've got a junior match here after tonight's main affair. And an interested spectator there looking at everything that's going past. Denise Jury and Graham Drury, where they're just comparing notes as Thomas Pish gets pushed off for an all-important heat number 14. With the BRS Roofing Brummies just a couple of points behind. Jason Lyons, he's seen it all before. Let's rejoin Dave.
2 heats to go then of this Premier League encounter, and there's just 2 points in it as we go into heat number 14. Great to see this man back out once again, Jay Hearn. 2 falls for him tonight so far, but he's still battling on. 3 points to his name, into his 6th ride, Jay Hearn off gate 1 in blue. Gate 2 in green for the Tigers. Joel Parsons, 5 and 4 to his name so far. It's a 3rd ride on the trot in red for Thomas Pish, taking the rider replacement ride for Carl to go in this one. Can he put the Brummies back into contention, or perhaps put them ahead for the first time in this match? Off the outside in yellow, it is Ben Powell. Here we go with heat number 14. Away they go. Great start by Thomas Pish off gate number 3. He goes out wide looking for dirt, and he's found some. He takes the lead. Coming through past Jay Hearn into 3rd is Ben Powell behind Joel Parsons. It'll be a 3-all if it stays like this. Parsons going very deep into the turn, coming off turn number 4. Looking for grip on the outside. The track starting to slicken slightly now. Here comes Jay Hearn looking for a gap on the inside of Ben Powell. Can Jay get through here? He's harrying Ben Powell for that 3rd place. It's a much better ride from Jay Hearn. Can he find a way through? It's still Thomas Pish out in front. Joel Parsons in 2nd. Every point vital for the Brummies in this one. What can Jay Hearn do here? He needs to do the job, needs to find a way past Ben Powell. Powell's got the favoured line on the outside. Jay Hearn needs to switch his line. Tries to cut down as they come off turn number 2 for the final time. Here comes Jay Hearn. The win is going to go to the man in red, Thomas Pish. 2nd in green, it is Joel Parsons, and Ben Powell holds on for 3rd despite a determined effort from Jay Hearn. So the heat is shared. And Sheffield are 2 up going into the last race. That means Birmingham need a 5-1 in heat 15 to steal what has to be said would be an unlikely victory considering the setbacks they've suffered so far in this one. Great to see this man coming into form here at Perry Barr. Thomas Pish taking his 3rd win of the night in heat number 14. His 3rd race on the trot, so he'll head back for a well-earned rest prior to heat number 15. Ben Powell coming round as well, having held off Jay Hearn all the way there for 3rd place. So 1 heat to go then. The Brummies need a 5-1 to steal the Premier League points. After 14 heats, the BRC Roofing Brummies 41, Sheffield Window Centre Tigers 43.
And we're back down in the pits, and Craig Watson, well, he's saying that Thomas Pish, we understand, is going to come out in heat number 15. Does he want to use Craig's rear wheel, his tyre? It's certainly a better one than Thomas has got. Craig has had less races than Thomas, 1 ride less, so they're going to be swapping the tyre off because Pish will be coming out in heat number 15, the toss of the coin. And well, I think Graham Drury has won that toss as well. Paul Cooper, the captain of Sheffield in Andre Compton's absence here this evening. Neil Machin there together with Paul as the new tyre has been fitted to Thomas's wheel as Graham Drury looks on. So this will be the comeback of the season for the BRS Roofing Brummies if they can get out of this meeting with any points. 9 points behind at just 3 heats ago, and now they just trail by a couple. Pretty worried looks there on the Sheffield management's face, as well as a couple of the riders there. And well, there's talking of riders, there's a Formula 1. Big L, Alan Graham, he's going out for an after meeting spin. As Ben Wilson, he comes out for the Sheffield Window Centre Tigers alongside Mark Lemon. Paul Cooper just going out to offer encouragement. But here comes Thomas Pish for the Brummies. What a performance, what a turnaround it has been for him. He only scored 4 points here in his debut against Stoke, which resulted in another loss for the BRS Roofing Brummies, but well, a fantastic performance here tonight. Paid 14 so far, and well, could he join the Birmingham legend that is Jason Lyons for a possible match-winning 5-1 in the final race. We will find out pretty shortly the riders where they are being pushed off as Jason, Mr. Birmingham Speedway in the current era, he's just getting ready to be pushed off himself. 4 rides, 4 maximums. Can him and Thomas do it for the Brummies? Let's join Dave.
Well, what an extraordinary Premier League match we have seen here at Perry Barr on this Sunday evening. The Brummies have lost 2 riders, with 1 already on rider replacement, so they're down to 4 fit riders. They conceded a 5-0 in heat 10, and they're still only 2 points behind the Sheffield Tigers going into heat number 15. Fantastic performances from Thomas Pish, Jason Lyons and Craig Watson. Of course, we wish all the best to James Cockle and Jack Roberts, who've had to withdraw. We await the lineup for heat number 15, and if the Brummies get a 5-1, they will not only steal the win, but ahead for the first time over the 15 heats. They'll only be ahead if they are for 1 heat, but it'll be the most important one. Heat number 15 on the way next. So, our last heat decider here at Perry Barr tonight, and it has to be said an unlikely one as well. It's been a real sterling effort from the Brummies. They won the toss and take gates 1 and 3 for heat number 14, and going off the inside in red in his 4th successive ride is Thomas Pish. What a fantastic night the Powell has had at number 1 for the Brummies. He's off gate 1 in red, gate 2 in green. Sheffield guest Mark Lemon being their standout rider of the night. Gate 3 going for a full house in blue is Jason Lyons, and off the outside in yellow it is Ben Wilson. So, Brummies need a 5-1 to win. A 4-2 will secure a draw. Here we go with heat number 15. Pish, Lemon, Lyons and Wilson. Away they go. Who's going to win the race of the first turn? Lyons gets out, Pish gets out with him. It's very close as they come off the turn. Ben Wilson trying to get between the 2 Brummies. It's Lyons who leads it. Pish in second. If it stays like this, the Brummies will snatch the win by 2 points. Ben Wilson trying to get down the inside of Thomas Pish. This will be an unbelievable victory if the Brummies can pull this off. Lyons and Pish, they're doing the business at the moment for the Brummies. If it stays like this, there's 2 laps to go. It will be surely the most unlikely victory in the history of Birmingham Speedway. They lost 2 riders to injury. They were down to 4 fit riders on the night. They conceded a 5-0 in heat 10. They haven't been in front once over the 15 heats. And it looks like they're going to add to their win at Owlerton last Thursday night. They're going to complete the double over the Sheffield Tigers. Jason Lyons, Thomas Pish lead into the final turn. Listen to the crowd as they come onto the home straight. Lyons wins it, Pish in second. The Brummies take the win. Ben Wilson in third, Mark Lemon at the back. And halfway through this match, who on earth would have predicted that? Birmingham 46, Sheffield 44, and one of the most incredible wins in the history of the Birmingham Brummies. Jason Lyons and Thomas Pish. They've only led 1 heat, the Brummies, but it's the most important one. And just listen to this. Rarely have the Brummies crowd been so vocal since the reopening of Perry Barr. That was absolutely incredible stuff. Jason Lyons the winner, Thomas Pish runner-up in heat number 15. And after an unbelievable match here tonight, a 5-1 in heat number 15 seals it for the Brummies. The final score, BRC Roofing Brummies 46. The Sheffield Window Centre Tigers 44.
And well, that's absolutely extraordinary as Graham Drury, well, he can't quite believe it, a shake of the head as Pish, when he comes back into the pits, one of the match winners for the home side here this evening.
Here we are back in the pits after celebrating a great win. We've now got the riders all getting out ready for the parade. It's happy smiling faces, which makes a change just lately for the Brummies. And you look at Thomas there, you know, totally different rider to what he was last time. But what an enthralling meeting. Very exciting to watch.
Well, the Brummies mounted on their machines, as you can see, they're coming around for a very well-deserved victory parade indeed after one of the most unbelievable matches of the season here at Perry Barr. There they are, the 4 fit Brummies Thomas Peace, Jason Lyons, Craig Watson and Jay Hearn. It was rider replacement for Kyle to go. And we wish all the best to Jack Roberts and James Cockle, the latest addition to the Brummies injury list. Just listen to the crowd as they come round onto the home straight. Rarely have the Brummies fans been so vocal over the last couple of seasons. As the 4 surviving Brummies come across the line then. The individual score charts for you, starting with the home side. Thomas Pish, an incredible IBM, 7 rides, 15 plus 2. Jack Roberts failed to score. Jason Lyons, a full house, 15-point maximum. Rider replacement for Carl Legault. Craig Watson scored 13 and 1. James Cockle failed to score. Jay Hearn scored 3. For the Tigers, Ricky Ashworth was rider replacement. Paul Cooper scored 7 and 1. Mark Lemon 11. Joel Parsons 7 and 4. Ben Wilson 9 and 1. Kyle Hughes 5 and Ben Powell 5 plus 3. Well, an absolutely stunning meeting we've seen here at Perry Barr tonight. Birmingham triumph in the face of adversity. The final score, Birmingham 46, Sheffield 44. I'm sure there'll be plenty to talk about in this one, so let's head down to the pits for some reaction to the action.
Right, we now have a word with Thomas. Thomas, a bit different meeting from last time. You got plenty of points this time.
Yeah, last time I have problems on bikes. This is my first meeting in England from last year I raced here 2006, yeah, and I'm not used to never bikes. I think this bike is very better on this track. I think I will make more points.
Yeah, well, you know, 17 points, nobody could ask for any more. You've got a big smile on your face, big smile.
Yeah, but I haven't smiled because this season is for me very unlucky. Have problem good ride to Poland, but I haven't problem ride to any tournament. I must more work for head.
Yeah, but you think you'll enjoy it here at Birmingham?
Yeah, I'm very happy when I can help this team for win meetings.
Yeah, so it should be all right then.
I think it should be all right for the season.
Yeah, good. Well, thank you for talking to us.
Thank you for talking.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, we'll have a word with Graham. Well, we pulled one out the bag there.
I think that's the best one we've had since Birmingham reopened. You know, really, we were going in the last 3 heats with only 3 riders. Jay Hearn shouldn't have raced, really, due to the crash. Kyle Legault won't ride again this year. So he's out for the season, and I feel for the lad because he's worked and worked and worked in the gym, in the swimming pool to get himself fit, and for this to happen again, I feel so sorry for the lad. So next Wednesday I think you'll see a few more changes to the team.
Yeah, well, I understand Jack's got a really nasty burn.
Yeah, he has, but you know, a young lad of that age, you know, you got to have his lamp. I mean, you know, I said to Kyle Legault, you know, breaking your jaw, sod all, you can race with a broken jaw. But the problem with that is that the governing body won't allow him to ride while his jaw is broken, because if he does, and he was to have another accident, it could block his airway. So, you know, that is the reason for that. But, you know, I'll be very surprised if Jack Roberts isn't riding on Wednesday. Very surprised.
Well, that's good news anyway, but...
Mind you, I'm not a surgeon, but I'll kick him off the backside if he doesn't ride, let's put it that way.
Well, as long as you use the other side to the one that burns.
Yeah, will do, yeah.
Yeah, and going back to Kyle's broken jaw, was it 20 years ago or more? Andy Smith broke, didn't he? About 3 weeks after.
That's right. I think this one's a little bit, you know, if you see the shape of Kyle's face, like he wasn't pretty before the accident, but looking at him now, you know, it's a hell of a shape. And the other thing, for the next 4 or 5 weeks, whatever he eats, he's got to suck through a straw because everything's got to go in a blender and everything, so he wouldn't be fit or, you know, or anything. But I'm so gutted for the lad, I really am.
Yeah. Well, thanks for talking to us, and it's points under our bag tonight.
Bring it on.
Okay, cheers, thank you. Okay, we'll have a quick word. What do you reckon to the comeback then? 9 down, 5 to go.
To get out of jail, innit? To do that with 4 riders remaining, I mean, it's almost impossible. So, I mean, I bet Julie was jumping up and down with his great signing doing that for us.
Well, yeah, what do you reckon to Thomas now? He's had his second meeting.
Well, I mean, the first meeting, you couldn't, I mean, he's a pole, he's used to big tracks, he's going to get time to get used to the track. But I mean, tonight, he's just done his job, innit? And more.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, you're well pleased? with the points in the bag?
Oh, most definitely.
All right. Cheers, mate. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Well, that's it. The end of another meeting. We've done the interviews. Thomas Peach, get out of jail card. Boy, did he ride well. You know, he came off and still scored 17 points. You know, let's hope that everything goes okay. And there we are, Smiler walking away. So till next time, you join us again on Rerun Productions. We'll say good night.